from the offensive line's perspective?
I just got to put all the concepts of our game plan together, and Coach Palmalo and Coach Clem put together a great game plan. We just got to go out there and execute and just focus on our technique and getting better each day.
Was there any kind of breakdown that was, that you can kind of put your finger on that has been a theme, or is it just kind of like a one-time thing?
Just a one-time thing. They did a lot of stunts and a lot of stuff up front, but that shouldn't be a problem. And we just got to go out there and execute and have a great game.
Did they, Coach obviously went with one kind of featured tailback in that game. Does that matter for the offensive line as far as, can you build chemistry with the running back, or is it just, you do your job and then whoever's running does the rest?
Well, you can always build chemistry with the running back, but we have 3, 4 great backs that can get back there and run the ball. And we're not always looking back to see who's behind us when we're blocking, but I know whoever's back there is going to run hard and hit the holes, and is going to do a great job.
You guys, I don't think you gave up a sack last week, but I think before that you'd given up 10 in the first 4 games. Was that a point of emphasis going into that last game, and how would you kind of rate the job you guys have done in that area?
Well, each week it's a point of emphasis, and every week we want to go attack the game plan as to giving up no sacks, and I just feel like we really emphasized in practice and worked hard and gotten better the past 2 weeks.
How did you think Andre James did when Colton went down?
He did great. I was real happy for him. He came in and stepped up and did a great job.
If Colton isn't, I guess, ready to go on Saturday, what does Andre James bring to that offensive line unit?
He's just the next man up. He's going to bring his power and athletic ability, and he knows that he's going to prepare like he's starting, whether Colton's back or not. And I know he'll bring it and have a great game.
What can you, I guess, say to him in terms of being ready or kind of being mentally prepared to play and start?
Just tell him to relax and take deep breaths and just treat it as a normal game, even though he's never started one, but just not overthink it and just be under control and go out there and have fun.
ASU is known to blitz quite a bit, one of the more blitz-happy teams in the country. How does that challenge, like, from a communication standpoint for you guys?
We just gotta, ASU does blitz a lot, and they bring a lot of different stunts, but just gotta really take our time up front and communicate and just go through as many looks as possible. And I know Coach Clem and Coach Palmalo will give us concepts and go over and give us the looks in practice each day this week, and they'll have us ready, and we'll be ready for it.
You got to do the Players Tribune thing with Josh. How did that go?
Oh, that was awesome. That was a cool experience. I've never had an interview like that where we're kind of just talking between the two of us, but I let him do a lot of the talking. But it was a fun experience, and I was happy I was able to be a part of it.
So you still got to work on it with the country music, huh?
I know. I try every day. I mean, half the time I think he just says it to make me mad or make me sad. But I think deep down he truly does like it. But I remember him saying he liked Zach Brown when I brought him, Zach Brown Band, but other than that, nope.
Maybe get some going with the practice soundtrack out there. Maybe that will help.
Definitely.
Who picks that, the soundtrack for practice?
I've been asked a couple of times for some advice on songs, but I'm not too picky because it's just background noise. But I think some of the coaches has put it together. It's been a consistent playlist for the past couple of years.
Get tired of it?
Some days. It gets a little old, but then again, I like it. It's a good soundtrack.
What was working for you guys? Just, it seemed like in the second half, it was just everything was going just so much better in the offense. How did you guys turn it around?
We just really came together and said we gotta put it together and just play together, and we found run plays that we were executing well and stuck with those, and we struggled a bit the first half, but really figured out what they were doing and just came together and executed the second half and just played a lot better.
I think Josh said he's just at a point where he can just say screw it and let's go play.
Exactly. That's literally what we had to do in the locker room, say screw it, let's go play, and that's what we did, and the second half was a lot better.
Does it feel like the offense is just at that point now? You can get past that overthinking part. You've had 5 games of this new offense. It's not new anymore. You guys can just go play football like the way you know how to play.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely at that point where you can get past it and just have that mindset of let's just go out there and have fun and play to the ability that we know we are capable of and just break out.
5 games into the season, how would you evaluate your performance and where can you improve going forward?
I can always improve tremendously, just always focus on my technique and getting better each week and just growing and not settling for if I have a good game or not, and just get better each week.
Your parents, I think, come to almost every game.
Every game.
Literally every game?
Every game.
Wow.
They try to.
Is that what is that like for you, especially when they have to like go? I mean, they come from Nashville, right?
Mhm.
So they're basically making like cross country flights every week.
They're used to traveling for work a lot, but that's tremendous support, and I can't thank them enough. They're the best. They come to, whether it's in Pullman or Washington State, or they like the games that are closer to back east. Like when we were at Virginia, that was an easy trip for them.
Are you able to spend any time with them before or after the game, or?
I see them after the game, and depending on how late the game is, we'll grab dinner, and then depending on when they leave Sunday, we'll have some time to spend together.